Assassin's Creed was my favorite game series when I was younger, so much so that I even have an Assassin's Creed tattoo. But over time, my love for the series kind of drifted away. The older games like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Black Flag always held a soft spot in my heart, but I just never really vibed with the newer RPG style games in the series. So when I first heard a new RPG Assassin's Creed game was coming out, I wasn't exactly bursting with anticipation. But as we got near the release of the game, I decided to give it a shot. So today, we're going to be revisiting my former favorite game series and trying to earn the Platinum Trophy in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Will Nawe and Yasuke be able to reignite my love for the franchise, or will I end up being disappointed yet again? AC Shadows starts off with us playing as a man named Diogo, learning the story of how he came to Japan. Yeah, this may surprise you given his appearance, but Diogo is not originally from Japan. Shocking, I know. Diogo was found in the middle of the ocean and rescued by a group of Portuguese missionaries. They took him in as a slave and bodyguard during their travels in Japan. Today, the missionaries are meeting with Lord Oda Nobunaga, a Japanese daimyo, to request that their priests be allowed to travel freely in the region that Nobunaga has authority over. Nobunaga immediately takes interest in Diogo, both because of his dark skin and the fact that he senses that Diogo has the instincts of a warrior. Nobunaga agrees to allow the priests to operate in his lands under the condition that Diogo be left with him under his service. The game then fast forwards 6 months into the future into the middle of a giant battle, and we get our first taste of gameplay. Okay, how do I block? Okay, L1 to block, cool. Nah, brother, nice try, get parried, nerd. Not even close, brother. Nice try, noob. Get absolutely smoked. Oh my god, that man's head. Adept Samurai. Perform your first finisher as, I don't know how you say his name. I'm gonna guess it's like the guy in Persona, which is Yusuke, and I'm gonna guess he's Yasuke. Perform your first finisher as Yasuke. With a trophy earned and some enemies killed, we regroup with Nobunaga and learn that in the 6 months since they first met, Diogo, who now goes by the name Yasuke, was trained to be a samurai and is now one of Nobunaga's best warriors. Nobunaga's army is waging war in an effort to unify the country of Japan under his command and are currently attacking the region of Iga. Nobunaga tasks us with pushing further into the Igan stronghold, and we get ready to get back to fighting. Press right trigger and triangle for a power dash, okay? Oh, that was sick. Okay, I like that. I like that. If right trigger and triangle was the dash thing, what's right trigger and square? If there's not a trophy, I haven't looked at this trophy list, so I don't know what there actually is and isn't, because nothing's missable, so I'm just playing it without looking at the list. If there's not a trophy for killing someone by like kicking them off of like a cliff like that, this is a wasted opportunity. Brother, get kicked, idiot. Get dashed at, idiot. Say goodbye to Yasuke for now, folks, as it'll be a while before we see him again. Instead, we now get to see the events unfold from a different perspective. The other main character of Shadows, an Igan shinobi named Nawe, who is the daughter of one of the leaders of Iga, Nagato. Rather than fighting, Nagato says he and Nawe must ride to a shrine to protect something. But along the way, they're attacked by some enemies that we have to fight off. Because she's a dodger. Call her Shohei Ohtani the way she be a dodger. Yeah, come at me, bro. Yeah, get dodged, idiot. Get stabbed, stupid. Get dodged again, stupid. I'll say it feels a lot more fun fighting as her, but my god, is Yasuke so much stronger at hitting people. With the enemies defeated, Nagato tells Nawe that he must work to fight against Nobunaga's attack, but tasks Nawe with heading to the shrine alone. He gives her a hidden blade, which doesn't really mean anything to Nawe, but to us obviously means that Nagato is an assassin. We prepare to head to the shrine and along the way earn another trophy. Okay, assassination. Stay quiet, approach your targets unseen to perform an assassination. What are we, some kind of Assassin's Creed? Adept Shinobi. Is that for my first assassination? Yep, perform your first assassination. Hell yeah. Arriving at the shrine, Nawa uses the hidden blade to open the entrance and inside finds a fancy box. Before she can leave though, a masked samurai walks in and absolutely wallops her with a big old beating stick before taking the box and leaving. Nagato shows up later and finds the injured Nawe and carries her away as Nawe drifts in and out of consciousness. Nawe later wakes up in the home of a woman named Tomiko who was taking care of her and her father. Naoe explains that she must get back what she lost and shows the mask of the man that attacked her to Tomiko, who says that she recognizes it and tells Naoe to investigate the nearby Katano castle. Naoe rides over to the castle and we get our first full-on stealth mission of the game. Okay, that's kind of sick. I like that a lot.
I can throw a kunai one-handed.
Okay, that's a weird flex, lady. I mean, anyone can throw a kunai one-handed. They're not that heavy. Unseen? What was that? Perform 5 assassinations in a row without being noticed or entering combat. So what you're saying is I'm kind of goated with it, is what you're saying. Ido Yoshihiro.
This is it. To get the box back, I have to kill him. I can do it with my grappling hook.
But there's so many people. I don't want to do it. There's dudes right there. There's dudes. Okay.
Put those away. Quickly. They are coming.
That was pretty cool, but I don't know if it was a good choice. Lady, there's people watching.
I have to leave.
Assassins among us.
No, that's a different game. Bro, we could have just avoided this if your ass could have waited 3 seconds. You could just wait 3 seconds to assassinate people. We would have had to have done that. Naoe begins making an escape with the box before being shot down from behind. As the shooter and another man descend upon Naoe, Nagato suddenly shows up and tries to fight them off, slicing the ear off of the man. Unfortunately, the rest of their squad rolls up and there are now 11 enemies surrounding them. Nagato charges ahead to try and defend Naoe and does absolutely nothing as he's instantly killed without even slightly hurting any of the other enemies. The leader of the group says to leave Naoe to die in pain as they take the box and ride off. Naoe crawls to a dying Nagato who says his goodbyes and tells her to follow the blade and that in the music we are together always. Naoe then passes out hugging her dead father and yeah, that depressing point is where the prologue ends. Prologue? Shouldn't be so excited after that cutscene, but completed the prologue, hell yeah. Naoe then wakes up in a strange room with a little kid in it. The kid runs away and Naoe tries to leave the area but succumbs to her injuries and passes out. While passed out, she relives memories of her time in Iga before the invasion, such as her father playing the song he always played every day and her being trained by her father. She also remembers the most important thing of all.
You're so soft.
Let's go! Game of the year. Game of the year right there, brother. That's game of the year, baby. Naoe wakes back up in the same room, this time with an old man there. He introduces himself as Soren and says the kid is named Junjiro. Soren explains that he and Junjiro found Naoe and her father. Her father was already dead, but Junjiro and Soren took Naoe back to the temple they live at and have been caring for her. Time passes with Naoe continuing to heal as Junjiro tends to her injuries. Eventually, Naoe recovers enough to be able to walk, and Junjiro takes us and teaches us to paint a sumie of a tanuki. We explore the temple more with Junjiro and then get a montage of Naoe training to become stronger after her injuries. After some time, Naoe has fully recovered and says her goodbyes to Junjiro and Soren as she prepares to head back to Tomiko's farm. Back at the farm, Naoe tells Tomiko what happened to her father and then uses her newfound painting skills to paint a picture of the people that did it. Tomiko tells Naoe that she must kill all of these people to set things right, and Naoe agrees. Tomiko also says that Naoe should gather allies and supplies and that they can use her farm as a home base. We gather up some supplies and make some upgrades to the farm, the first of many that we'll have to do for various trophies later. After a while, Junjiro and Soren show up. Junjiro announces that he's come to stay with Naoe, which Tomiko is thrilled about.
What? What?
Soren explains that he wants to go on a pilgrimage before he is too old to do so, and Junjiro wanted to come stay with Naoe. We agree and Junjiro becomes the first of our allies. Back inside, Naoe and Tomiko examine the painting of the group that killed her father, which they are calling the Onryo. Tomiko notices something about 2 of the Onryo. First, one of them is missing an ear since Naoe's father sliced it off during the battle. Tomiko has heard a rumor about a man in the city of Sakai that lost an ear a few months prior, which they assume is the same man. She also notices that the woman that shot Naoe has a fancy ornamental Teppo rifle. Such rifles are often made in Sakai, meaning someone there may know about the weapon. With 2 pieces of evidence pointing to Sakai, we prepare to head there to investigate, but first we unlock a trophy. We kind of already knew that that lady was in Sakai, by the way, because she just said that when we were fighting. Soul Sanctum, unlock the hideout. Hell yeah. But yeah, like we knew that lady was in Sakai. She literally said, this will be safe with me in Sakai. That's not a hint, brother. I was there. I watched the cutscene.
It will be safe in Sakai.
We'd also quickly unlock another trophy. When gathering information about a quest, you can send a scout to an area based on clues. If you send them to the correct area, you'll get the exact location of where you need to go. What am I doing? Like, how do I set a square scout? So he's southwest Izumi Setsu in Sakai. The first clue's useless. I can just see Sakai on the map. He's in here somewhere. He is east of the port of Sakai. I'm guessing this is the port of Sakai. So brother's like around here. Just send me here. Yeah, dispatch that. Trophy, scouting mission. Gather information using a scout. Heading to Sakai, we first go after the woman with the golden teppo. We eavesdrop on two gunsmiths who were discussing using fake contracts from important people to gain access to a meeting with Amai Sokyu, an important man in Sakai. We try to convince the men that we work for the Amai household, but they don't believe us and run away. So we chase down the one with the contracts and kill him to steal them. With the contracts in hand, we head over to the Amai household. I just barge into people's homes like this. Is that allowed in Japan?
No one enters House Imai uninvited.
It's not allowed in Japan. It's not
Forgive my
allowed.
ignorance. I'm a traitor and would like to...
We speak to Sokyo's son, Sokun, which, by the way, did you really have to name your kid almost the exact same name as you? Like, really, my guy? We show the contracts to Sokun and he offers to help us for a share of the profits. We take a little stroll with him as he explains things about his father, which the most important detail is that he is the tea master for Oda Nobunaga and places a high value on tea ceremonies. We convince Sokun to have his father invite us to a tea ceremony. We also tell him that we would like to meet other women with an interest in teppo. Sokun says his father would find that very amusing and he will speak to him about that. At the tea ceremony, we meet a few of the women that have an interest in teppo. The first, Otama, is immediately rude to us, calling us a stinky peasant. The second, Satsuko, calls us a child. So far liking teppo apparently means you're an asshole. The third and final one, Wakasa, mentions that she also started as nothing and climbed up the social ranks of Sakai, and unlike the other two women, is actually nice to us. With this information, I use my brilliant detective skills to determine who the woman that shot us is. So the first two ladies were assholes to us that treated us like crap, and the third lady was nice to us. So it's gotta be the third lady. Wakasa or whatever her name was. She's cooked. She's her. She is the one. We attend the tea ceremony, and afterwards we have a chance to accuse who we think the killer is. We accuse Wakasa, and she just straight up admits to it. Didn't even try and hide it. She just goes, yeah, I shot you, so what? I'm leaving now. Come try and kill me and you're donezo, kid. So that's exactly what we're gonna go do as we prepare to go assassinate her. Time for murder. Let's go, baby. Bro, I got the whole squad looking for me. What the hell? Okay, let's settle down with the gunshots, brother. Bro, get me off of this 3x3 platform, please. Get me out of here. I should have stayed on the platform. I should have stayed on the platform. Down from the platform's terrible. The world is exploding. Okay, we got away from him. Wakasa, I'm coming for you, brother. Come on, lady. Oh, you got a gun? You don't use a sword?
I'll send you to your father.
Brother, I got in melee range. What are you gonna do?
Now you'll pay for all you've taken.
That was the easiest fight ever. Why don't you come with a sword too? What if I just get near you, you choose death? With the first Onryo member taken down, we prepare to track down the man with the missing ear. Tomoko said we should speak to a monk, Kyonyo, who has been dealing with the man. So we head off to find him. After arriving at his temple, we find it being attacked, so we help him and his men take out the assailants. After a couple of slices and a few stabs, Kyonyo thanks us for our help and we tell him that we're looking for a man with one ear. Kyonyo tells us that when Nobunaga took over the area, he left a man named Wada Koratake in charge. People refer to Koratake as the one-eared demon after he lost an ear a few months in the past. He also introduces us to Yaya, one of the people fighting with him. She says she heard of one of Koratake's men speak of a chief executioner in Nanatsumatsu. Kyonyo tells us that we should seek allies as well and asks that we speak to a man named Mitsumune. With this info, we head out, but first, a trophy. Trophy? The warrior monk. Meet Yaya. Yeah. First, we decide to go gather intel from the executioner. Now, you may think that, as a shinobi, we would probably sneak around, assassinate a few people, and eavesdrop on a conversation or something, right? Wrong. The way we gather intel is by running into the camp, killing the executioner in combat, and then looting a letter off of his corpse. Seems like kind of a risky way to gather intel, but hey, it worked. We then head over to find Mitsumune and try and gather his men as allies. Mitsumune tells us that Kyonyo trusts him to guard one of the religious statues, but he's lost it and cannot face Kyonyo without it, so we agree to get it back. We head to a nearby town, kill the bandit stationed there, get smacked around like a baseball, and eventually find the statue. We return to Mitsumune and he agrees to join us in our fight against Koritake. We head back to Kyonyo and tell him the news and prepare to lead the assault. You know, we decided we're gonna attack at night because it's gonna be less defended. I feel like that's always a thing, is like, people always say, like, oh yeah, we'll attack at night because it'll be less defended. They'll be less expecting of people. If I had a fortress, brother, I'm making sure it's more defended at night. People can have the day off. My ass is making sure it's defended at night. That's what everyone attacks. Where am I going? Where am I going? Go back, go back. This isn't what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go up here. Bro, that man is the most unobservant man maybe in the history of men. I've assassinated 3 of his friends from around this corner and he is yet to notice.
They will be your last.
Yo, what's up? What's up, nerd? I'm above you. Nice kick, idiot. You missed. But this man's sicko mode with it. He's just like constantly doing stuff. They finally taught one of the bosses how to fight. Nope. 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 I mean, he's still not that hard, but like, compare him to the gun lady that just kind of accepted her death the second I got near her, and you know, he's doing a lot better. Get dodged, idiot. Get stabbed, idiot. Get stabbed. Me, I'm the idiot. I'm charging it up. I'm charging it up. Gotcha. With the 2 Onryo we have leads on defeated, we have 9 more members to find and no idea where to look. We head back to the hideout and speak to Tomiko, who tells us that she has news. Our allies intercepted a letter from Akechi Mitsuhide, one of Nobunaga's generals. They thought it was a letter meant to be sent to another commander in Nobunaga's army, but instead was a letter that Mitsuhide intentionally let get intercepted. He's aware of our mission and wishes to speak to us, asking to meet at Katano Castle, the place where we killed the first Onryo. We determine that it may be a trap and Junjiro begs us not to go, but we decide that we must meet Mitsuhide. Arriving at the castle, we find Mitsuhide, who tells us why he called us there. He wants us to kill Oda Nobunaga. Despite being one of his generals, Mitsuhide does not like the brutal methods by which Nobunaga slaughters people to gain power. He also tells us that he knows the Onryo as well, telling us that they call themselves Shinbakufu, which basically translates to new shogunate or new government. He says that Nobunaga is the leader of the Shinbakufu and the one that ordered Naoe's father be killed. He presents one of the masks of the Shinbakufu members as evidence. We agree to help him kill Nobunaga and are introduced to his son-in-law, Ise Sadaoki, who will help us. We head out and meet with Sadaoki elsewhere. Sadaoki tells us the plan is for us to enter Honnoji Temple, where Nobunaga is, on a delivery cart. Then, Mitsuhide's army will attack while we assassinate Nobunaga in the chaos. To get past the guards, we'll have to steal documents that allow us to get past. He knows of a samurai under Nobunaga that would have these documents, so we head out to steal them. We sneak into where the samurai is, do some classic slashy slash stabby stab, and steal the documents. With the documents procured, we head back to meet with Mitsuhide, who tells us everything is ready. They hide us in the cart of rice and prepare to sneak us into the temple. The infiltration works great and it's time to execute the rest of the plan. We sneak through the temple and take out some guards, eventually reaching Nobunaga, who's with Yasuke. He tells Yasuke to go help defend against the attack, leaving him alone. Rather than just killing him right away, we decide to play a little song for him for some reason. You know, that's not the strategy I'd go with, but I'm no expert. Stand up behind him and slit his throat? Nah. Play some music so to alert him so you have to start a whole fight? That's some real shit. Hey, Oda, eat a ball. Oda, I missed.
Show you how well.
Dude, this music goes hard. Hey, Oda, eat ball. Wait, Oda's half dead already? Oh my god, that was so much damage. Either Oda is weak as hell or this ball goes crazy.
Mitsuhide cannot rule it.
I feel like the ball goes crazy, dude. Before we can finish off Nobunaga though, Yasuke shows up and stops us. We try to fight him, but lose. As a last-ditch effort, we try to stab him with the hidden blade, but he intercepts our arm. Upon seeing the blade, he seems to recognize it. Nobunaga tells Yasuke to kill Naoe, but he says that he cannot. We accuse Nobunaga of being part of the Shinbakufu and having killed our father, but he denies it and says that Mitsuhide has lied to us and deceived both Naoe and Nobunaga. We decide to believe him and leave, but since he knows Mitsuhide's forces are soon going to be overtaking his, and he doesn't want to live with his failures, he decides to end his life with seppuku as Yasuke cuts his head off to stop the suffering. Back at the hideout, we tell Tomiko that Mitsuhide lied to us. She suggests we go back to Katano Castle and see if Mitsuhide is still there, or if he isn't, if he's left any clues. She also says that Junjiro has gone missing and they will be looking for him while we're gone. We head back to Katano Castle where we find not Mitsuhide, but Junjiro, who is sitting in silence and refuses to move or speak to us. A group of Mitsuhide's soldiers suddenly show up, but before they can come inside the castle, Yasuke appears and challenges them. Ooh, buddy, I missed that attack. Dude, this music goes so hard. The music of this game is so good, dude. Who's next? Who wants some?
Keep moving.
You stab, Yasuke? You fool. After taking everyone out, Yasuke enters the temple building and confronts Naoe. Naoe is prepared to fight, but Yasuke says he is not here to fight, only speak. He says he has seen the hidden blade before and that Naoe is a thread and a knot of his past that he must untangle. He believes their fates are connected and wants to ally himself with Naoe. Naoe asks how she can trust him, and Yasuke says because he will be honest about everything and explains to her what happened that night in Iga. We get a flashback scene to where we left off with Yasuke at the start of the game, with Momoche Sandayu, one of the leaders of Iga along with Naoe's father, challenging Nobunaga to a duel. Nobunaga declines and tells his men to execute Sandayu, but Yasuke says Sandayu deserves the honor of a duel and asks to duel on Nobunaga's behalf. Nobunaga agrees and Yasuke enters a duel with Sandayu, which results in Sandayu being killed. As he's dying, Sandayu recognizes Yasuke's prowess as a warrior and honor for agreeing to duel with him. He shows Yasuke his hidden blade, which Yasuke once again recognizes, having seen it before this moment also. Sandayu asks Yasuke that if he finds a girl from Iga with the same blade, referring to Naoe, to help her. That's why when he saw the hidden blade on the night of Nobunaga's death, Yasuke refused to kill Naoe. And with the flashback done, we earn a trophy. Ooh, a new league rises. Complete Act 1 of the main story. Back in the present, Yasuke asks Naoe for forgiveness and she refuses, saying that Yasuke is a monster for having killed all of Naoe's friends and neighbors in Iga. Junjiro comes downstairs and tells us to stop. We refuse and Junjiro says that if Yasuke is a monster, Naoe is a monster as well. Junjiro reveals that his father was the very first member of the Shinbakufu that we killed in the prologue. When he and Soren first found Naoe, he viewed Naoe as a monster that killed his father, but Soren taught him to show her mercy and, over time, Junjiro grew to view Naoe as a member of his family. Junjiro says that if Naoe views Yasuke as a monster and wants to kill him for what he did in Iga, she should hand the katana to Junjiro next and let him kill her after that. Naoe begs Junjiro to forgive her and he says that he already has. Which, honestly, kind of based of you, Junjiro. I usually hate kids in video games, but this entire scene made me absolutely love Junjiro. After hearing Junjiro's story, Naoe forgives Yasuke and agrees to let him join. Back at the hideout, we show Yasuke the painting of the Shinbakufu and he recognizes the crest of one of the members as the crest of the Besso clan. They also assume that since Mitsuhide is a member of the Shinbakufu, his son-in-law that was aware of the plans likely is one as well. Yasuke says that he might be able to find out some info about the other members based on his connections from serving Nobunaga. For our first target of the new group, we decided to go after Mitsuhide's son-in-law, Ise Sadaoki, because, well, that dude was kind of a prick. Our first lead is to contact his brother, Ise Sadatame. Upon finding him, Sadatame explains that he and his brother used to be close, but his brother grew hungry for power and poisoned Sadatame in an attempt to take over the clan. While the poison didn't kill Sadatame, it did leave him weak enough for Sadaoki to take control. Sadatame also confirms that Sadaoki did join the Shinbakufu. He tried to send a message to reason with his brother, but the messenger was attacked on the way back and the reply was stolen. He says that if Naoe and Yasuke don't believe his story, they can recover the letter and it will prove the truth. He also says that if Sadaoki's response is negative, he'll go with them to the castle Sadaoki's staying at and help them kill him. But if they're to do that, they will need help and they should seek out Ujimasa, a samurai under Sadaoki who is secretly an ally to Sadatame. With that, the duo heads out. We find the messenger that was attacked and lost the letter. He claims it was an Oni that attacked him and took the letter, so we head to where he was attacked to investigate. There, we find not an Oni, but a dude. After beating him, he introduces himself as Genojo. He says that he hates the Ises because his former girlfriend was a servant to Sadaoki and was treated poorly. He gives us the letter he stole and leaves. The letter is written in a code, so we take the letter back to the messenger who translates it for us. The letter confirms that Sadaoki has joined the Shinbakufu and that Sadatame was telling the truth. With that done, we unlock a trophy. Ooh, trophy, the thief. Meet, I'm gonna probably say this terribly wrong, but maybe not. Maybe it's as simple as it looks. Genojo. Our next step is to get help from Sadatame's ally, Ujimasa. We tell Ujimasa why we're there, and he says he has no reason to trust us. He says if we want his trust and help, he has a task for us. Around Kyoto, there are rogue samurai who are harassing people. He tells us to hunt them down, and if we do so, he will trust us. Now, for some reason, these samurai are just naturally in the world before you even start this quest, so I'd actually killed most of them before getting here while just free roaming around. So with only 2 left to kill, we head out to take them down. Bum bum. Bottom. Bada 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 bum!
The head of the Takashi clan is slain.
Was the other guy just right here? Oh, he is just right here. Why is he just in the bushes? What? What was that? Mortal reminder. Complete an objective board. Huh? Is that for killing all the Twisted Tree people, I guess? With the Twisted Twee taken... Did I just say Twisted Twee? Oh, I'm leaving that in the video. With the Twisted Tree taken out, Ujimasa trusts us and gives us a key that opens the inner gate of the castle. But apparently we intercepted a letter at some point that says Sadaoki is going to be attending a sumo match. I don't remember doing that, but yeah, let's go. At the sumo match, Sadaoki never shows up, but we do have a nice little conversation with this old guy who, upon leaving, we realize is the former shogun of Japan. Okay, so there was basically no point to that quest. What I'm gathering. We watched a sumo match and talked to an old guy that got ousted from power. Cool. With the sumo match assassination plan failed, we resort back to the original plan of attacking Sadaoki and his castle. The group plans for Yasuke to fight through the enemy troops while Naoe sneaks inside and unlocks the inner gate of the castle with the key from Ujimasa. Let me see what this new ability I got does. Brutalizes them is what it does. Oh my god. Bye-bye. That was unnecessary, Yasuke. He was already dead. What was that guy? Why is he running like that? Oh, you done messed up now. You got stabbed in the throat. You got sliced in the chest. You're still alive somehow. Oh, is it Naoe time? There's Naoe, it's not. Is that guy asleep up there? How's that guy asleep through all this? How are you asleep, brother? Your ass needs to be fired. There's like a whole war going on beneath you and you're just eeping up there. Oh, let me take this guy out really quick. Hold on, dodge that. You still sleeping? You still a tired boy? Oh, he's a sleepy boy. Oh, look at him. He's just a sleepy guy. Oh, I sure hope nothing happens to me while I stand up asleep on top of this precarious tower. It sure would be a shame if some assassin came up and stabbed me and threw me off of it. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just scaling your castle walls. What are they paying these guards? This one's asleep too. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just... Oh, that one woke up! Upon reaching Sadaoki, Sadatame once again begs his brother to listen to reason. Sadaoki refuses and suddenly Genojo appears and attacks Sadatame. He tries to also attack Sadaoki, but Sadaoki fights back and Genojo retreats, so we prepare to fight Sadaoki ourselves. I mean, this is purely combat, right? Surely I play as Yasuke here. Surely there's no need for stealth here.
Not escape.
Hey, can you chill out? I'm trying to kill your goons here. I'm trying to kill your underlings. We can go mano-y-mano when I'm done with that. Okay, your goons are dead. Now you can be stabbed. gonna loot your friend really quick in front of you as a form of mockery. I take you as such a little threat to me that I will take the time to loot your friend. And now I'll kick you into the water as a sign of disrespect. I'm outclassed, you're in the water, brother. Talk to me like that again, I'm gonna send you back in the water.
You and Mitsuhito will both die.
You won't defeat us. It is beyond you.
You are wrong.
He's getting lippy again, back in the water with you. Keep getting lippy, you're gonna keep going in the water, okay? You're donezo, kid. You donezo. Easy clap. After the fight with Sadaoki killed, the duo evaluates Sadatame's wounds and determines that he will live. Sadatame says that he will once again lead his clan and work to undo the damage his brother has done. Our next step in the story has us meeting with Lady Oichi, the sister of Oda Nobunaga. Yasuke and Oichi discuss Nobunaga's death in the Shinbakufu, with Oichi saying that she has information regarding their operations in the region. The two pieces of information we get involve a corrupt tax collector who is skimming money for the Shinbakufu and a plot to destroy a Teppo factory. For our first step, we go after the tax collector. We speak to some farmers who are being affected and they tell us a drunken samurai that works for the tax collector has been causing problems nearby. We go quickly take the guy out and return to the farmer who tells us where we can find the tax collector. So we head over to where he's hanging out and give him a nice new wound. With that taken care of, our next task is the Teppo factory. Heading to the factory, we learn that the plan is to cause an explosion in the facility that will destroy it and stop the production of Teppo for the enemies of the Shinbakufu to use. The explosives are being transported in by ship, so we decide to stop them before they get to shore. We swim across the water, climb up the ship, fail terribly at assassinating someone, fight off an entire ship's worth of enemies because of our previous failure, and finally sabotage the explosives before jumping ship and watching the explosion. With all of that done, Yasuke and Naoe regroup. Naoe does some recon work and learns that a samurai working for the Shinbakufu is at a nearby inn. We take him down and loot a letter off of his corpse that tells us where we can find our next target. With the info we need, we are ready for our next mission. Knife this guy. Assassinate this guy. Oh, that's the guy. That's okay, hello. Knife that guy. He's apparently blind.
I have riches. I can give you anything you want just to name the price.
You will pay for your greed with your life.
Oh, why didn't you let me kill him then? Why do I have to enter a chase scene now? I'm so confused. Why is this man unkillable? It literally said I have... Why could I not lock on to him or do anything? What? That's someone else! That's just a dude that happened to be here for another mission! That's not the man! Hold on! That's a different guy! Oh, why would you do this to me, game? I must be anonymous. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how I'm not anonymous right now. Okay, have we killed everyone? Are we good now? Thank you. Numerous gunshots outside. None of these people heard a thing. Oh, no. With Lady Oichi revealed to be the Shinbakufu member, Yasuke barges in and demands to know why. Lady Oichi claims that she wanted to help the people of the region of Omi. After a poor crop harvest, her people were starving, so she borrowed money from the tax collector that we killed earlier. When she was unable to pay this money back, the man invited her to join a secret group, the Shinbakufu. Naoe is still pretty pissed off at her, but Yasuke has spent this entire storyline being horned up for Lady Oichi, so he says that they should forgive her. Naoe reluctantly agrees, and Lady Oichi tells Yasuke that she does not know all the remaining members of the Shinbakufu, but Mitsuhide would know everyone in the group. Before we depart, she gives us one of Nobunaga's swords as a thank you. Our next stop requires Yasuke to visit Lady Nene, the wife of another one of Nobunaga's generals, Hideyoshi. We arrive at her house and find it overrun with enemies. We take them out and a servant tells us Nene has gone to hide at a nearby temple. Once there, we speak to Nene, who tells us that she knows of the Shinbakufu and is afraid that her husband and his allies may be the next target. Yasuke decides that he must stop this, and as he prepares to head out, Lady Nene also tells him that she's heard rumors of the Shinbakufu being active in Otsu. With this info, we first head to Harima to speak to Hideyoshi's allies. Now at this point, you may have realized these missions tend to have the same formula to them. Learn intel about the Shinbakufu member, complete a few tasks in the region, assassinate the Shinbakufu member. Honestly, while the overall plot of the game is interesting, in my opinion, these little setup parts aren't really that interesting at all. So for the sake of time from here on out, we'll just be giving very brief summaries of what we do in those parts and mostly focusing on the initial finding of the Shinbaku member and their assassinations. We speak to Kuroda Kanbei, the leader of Harima, who's going to be having a meeting with another lord, Yukita Naoi. The meeting gets interrupted by attackers who we fight off, but we find out that Naoi's son, Hidie, has been kidnapped and that one of the guard commanders is missing. There's also a weird smell of incense. We decide to investigate all of this, first starting with the incense. Another lord at the meeting tells us he's smelled it before and points us to some merchants who turn out to actually be gun runners who are using temples and shrines to smuggle goods. Next, we investigate the missing guard captain, who we find has gambling debts and accepted payment from a group of samurai to operate out of a nearby shrine. Investigating that shrine, we find Hidie. We escort him out before being confronted by his father. Naoi sends Hidie off and reveals to us that he's a member of the Shinbaku and orders his people to attack. We fight them off and head to explain everything to Lord Kanbei as well as prepare for our next assassination. After taking out many of Naoi's men, we confront him but he calls for backup and leaves. Naoi says to deal with those men and we give chase as Yasuke. You know, I can't help but feel like if I picked Naoi, I could have just climbed up the side of the building. I've now realized the thing says climb the Tensu to assassinate Yukita Naoi. Naoi? It's not Naoi for sure. There's an extra letter in there. Naoi, I think is how you say his name. I absolutely could have just not fought these people if I picked Naoi, couldn't I? I could have just climbed to the side of it. It's okay. We got to give Yasuke something to do every now and then. I want to shoot a dude. You know, I don't think I want to shoot a dude anymore. I've determined the guns suck. I've shot this man in the head twice and he's alive. Oh my god, the gun's terrible.
I've got you now.
I've got you now, he says, laying on the floor. I don't think he's got me. Oh, we're on a Yasuke stealth mission. Oh, we're gonna sneak up behind Yukita Naoi and assassinate him without him ever knowing we're there. Oh, we're sneaky. Oh, the door is locked.
He's cornered. One of us should be enough.
I don't understand why we're 1v1ing him. Like, they're like, oh, he's cornered. One of us should be enough. That's cool that it should be, but like, why not just work together and make it a guarantee? Get a little stab in the throat. Get a little slicey slice with him. Give me a little bull rush. Give me a little stab in the throat. Dude, we're just like messing this guy up. This guy's like not even getting to fight back half the time. Okay, I'm out of abilities. He gets to fight back for a moment. Is he holding a ladle? What is he holding? In a spatula? What is he holding in his left hand? Oh, coward, you've brought friends. See, this is why we should have worked together. He's cheating. He's got people. He's still dead. It doesn't matter, but still. He's a cheater. He didn't fight us honorably.
Where the box is.
With Naoi defeated, we follow up on the intel that Lady Nene gave Yasuke about the Shinbaku being active in Otsu. Heading there, we find her contact, a shrine maiden named Aoi. She tells us that a member of the Shinbaku will be taking part in a duel on a nearby bridge. We hide out beneath the bridge and prepare for the duel, where we overhear one of the duelists, Akechi Kagamitsu, the nephew of Mitsuhide, planning to ambush the other duelist. The other duelist, an old man named Shote, then shows up. Kagemitsu's men prepare to attack, but we leap out ready to help. We fight off the attackers and speak to Aoi. She tells us the old man is a former daimyo and the leader of the shinobi in Koga and suggests that we seek his help. We head to Koga and find a drunken Shote who doesn't have any useful info for us, but says his daughter might and that he will help fight alongside us when the time comes. We head to where his daughter is located and tell her that we want her help killing Akechi Kagemitsu. She initially declines, saying that it's not her fight, but she'll consider it. With that meeting done, we unlock a trophy.
Time to head to Sakamoto.
The sharpshooter.
Shote will
Meet Katsuhime.
be waiting.
Hell yeah. I really hope I said that right. I feel like I probably said that right. Katsuhime? That sounds like a real name. We head back to Shote and we prepare our plan. Katsuhime shows up, having agreed to help us. She says she spotted some gunpowder barrels that they could ignite to distract the guards. Shote also mentions that Kagemitsu is protected by a champion swordsman that will likely have to be defeated. Yasuke says he will fight the swordsman while Naoi and Katsuhime sneak in and explode the gunpowder. We're already killing this guy? We've done like no investigating into him. We literally just like we met him got this other guy's daughter and are now just going to kill him. It's over, samurai. I have the low ground. I'm unbeatable from this position. So dumb. Hey, old man, you want to help? What are you stabbing at, brother? I'm over here. Okay, that was a better stab. Did you poison your blade? That feels like cheating in a samurai duel. I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to poison your blade in a samurai duel. Slash him. Stab me. Slash him again. Back it up, back it up. Charge up the heavy attack. Gotcha. Goodbye. Get kunai'd, idiot. Okay, time to blow some stuff up. Oh, hello. That's just a barrel. Boop. Well, if it's just a barrel, let me just kunai it from back here. Okay, I need another kunai, though. How do I blow this up without a kunai? I don't know how to blow this up without a kunai. Can I just, like, swing at it? No. Yes! Oh, it worked. Okay. Perfectly executed. Okay, I've learned from my mistakes. Last time I had to climb for 27 years as Yasuke. I'm gonna try and just scale the wall as Nawe. Okay, let's see. Where's this guy at? He's one floor beneath me. Any open windows on this floor? It's never that simple, is it? Okay, hold on, hold on. We got an open window on the floor beneath him. We can work with that. You saw nothing, brother. Die. Easy. Easy clap. I don't know if that picked up on the mic or not, but I hope it did. Our next lead is a member known as the Ox, the one whose crest Yasuke recognized. We head to a temple in the area and find that the Ox's soldiers have taken a bunch of men captive. We sneak in and rescue an abbot who tells us that we need to help his people, as well as Nakamura Tadashige, a man who's tried protecting them. We head to another part of the temple where we find the captives being rounded up. The Ox, Besso Haramusa, then appears. He says that years ago, Hideyoshi massacred the people for helping the Besso clan and asks why they have forgotten this. The Ox says he wants to retake the land that was taken from them and that anyone that doesn't want to join him will be killed. We head down through the temple, taking down the Ox's men and eventually reaching Tadashige. He tells us that the Ox must have a plan of attack and where we can likely find it. We head to Hariyama Fort and steal the plans, discovering that the castle is essentially impregnable and the only way in is hiding in a delivery. Luckily, the man in charge of deliveries is very greedy and can be bought. Additionally, we learn of a Ronin that can prove to be a useful ally. We first talk to the Ronin, who says he's too busy trying to help an old friend. Turns out this old friend is now loyal to the Ox and we have to kill him. The Ronin then agrees to help us. Next, we check out the man in charge of deliveries. He says the Ox is planning to replace him with someone more loyal and that he will help us if we take out this man. So we do, and then the merchant agrees to help us. We return to Tadashige and formulate our plan. Nawe will sneak in and assassinate the gunmen on the walls while Yasuke approaches the Ox and requests a duel. Although Tadashige warns Yasuke will likely have to duel the Ox's champion, the Suno. There's no shot this is how they positioned the 5 gunmen. It's about to be the easiest 5 assassinations of my life. Watch this. Bam. Easy. With the gunman dealt with, Yasuke confronts the Ox and challenges him to a duel, which the Ox accepts, but the Suno offers to fight instead and we have to fight him. I feel like this is cheating, brother. I challenged the other guy to a duel. We challenged this guy to a samurai duel, and his response is, nah, instead I'm gonna have my other guy fight in my behalf. Which seems kind of cheap, but like, I guess that's a thing. You can do that. But then you also just have these other samurai fighting alongside him. Now it just feels like cheating. Now I feel like you're breaking the rules a little bit of samurai combat. Man, that guy was a poor casualty. I wasn't even aiming for him. He just got in the way of the stab move and died. Give me a little bull rush, finish him off easy. With the Suno defeated, we push further into the castle and reach the Ox. Hello, Ox. I think we should have 0 honor here, huh? This is the land of samurai with 0 honor. Every duel is a fucking 1v3. Oh, they're bringing in another guy. 1v3 wasn't enough. Congrats, you killed your friend. Oh, another guy. 1v4 wasn't enough. Dodge that. Give me a little stabby stab for some heal. There's like 12 people here now. You can't be real with this, brother. Why are you talking about your blade, brother? You're holding a freaking spiked bat. That's a blade in your mind? Dude, I want to try and finish him off with a kick. I think that'd be really funny. Ah, damn. Oh, well, we won. With the Ox defeated, our journey now takes us to Yamato, where we've received a call for help from an ally. We arrive at a shrine and go around praying to the local deity. While praying, a mysterious man named Kojiro shows up. He tells us to go speak to Setsue Junkei, the daimyo of the region. We find Junkei in a meeting with a monk named Joken. We learn that Yamato is apparently being haunted by spirits. We also learn that Junkei is in peace talks with another clan in the region, the Akiyama clan, and that Joken is mediating the peace talks. However, a group of Junkei's peace envoys have gone missing. Our first step is to investigate the spirits because apparently we're treating that like that's an actual thing that's happening. Through a series of murders and letter stealing, we find out that the spirits attacking priests are actually just bandits, and the guards have been instructed not to interfere with whoever gave the order, wanting to instill fear in the people and destabilize the region. With that mystery solved, we investigate the missing peace envoys, finding out that they've been taken hostage. We free the peace envoys, and one of them says the invitation to the peace talks has been stolen and asks us to retrieve it. We head to a nearby castle and find it. We then hand deliver the invitation to Akiyama Aoki, the leader of the Akiyama clan, meaning the peace talks are back on schedule. Finally, we pay a visit to the mediator of these talks, the monk Joken. At his temple, we investigate the area and find some strange things, such as a letter referring to Lady Aoki as an obstacle towards peace, which is weird because she seemed open to peace when we spoke to her. With all of that done, it's time for the peace talks. Yasuke attends the peace talks while Naoe looks around in case things get froggy. The peace talks start well, but suddenly Joken decides to have a temporary break on the talks. Speaking to each lord, they both grow restless during the downtime and are starting to question peace. Suddenly there's a gunshot and Naoe assassinates the marksman. No one is killed, but the two lords do go at each other. Yasuke intervenes and accuses Joken of being a Shinbaku member who's trying to destroy the peace talks. Joken denies this, and to prove that he is lying, we throw a knife at him and he catches it? I'm not really sure how this proves anything other than that Joken has good reflexes, but it seems to convince everyone, and Joken admits to it, ordering his men to attack. I get to use my new bonk stick. Let's go. Come here, brother. I gotta bonk you. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Well, let me see what my bonk stick abilities are. That's still just the bull rush. Oh, no. Oh, I like broke his back. No. That's crazy damage. You came to the wrong neighborhood, my guy. What a great pause pose. That was amazing. Why do I have a gun out all of a sudden? Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. I'm about to hit a home run, baby. Bop! Grand slam. Touchdown. 3-pointer. Let's go. I don't know why that guy was here. He seems to be irrelevant to the mission. I think he was just a random guy that happens to exist in the world in this area. Sorry, I forgot Yasuke can't jump. Oh, you ready, Joken? Oh, bop! Hey, Joken, let's suck it out, buddy. You're not such a bad guy. Bam. Bam. Dodge it. Dodge it. Nice try, brother. We're going to hug him and then just smack him to death. Oh, we just hugged him to death. Oh. Choose love, not violence. Hug people to death. For our next target, we head to Wakasa to meet a man named Niwa Nagahide, another high-ranking official under Nobunaga who has intel for us. We find him being attacked and help defend him. During the attack, a bizarre music is being played. Nagahide tells us to visit a man in town named Hong. We eventually find Hong, who turns out to be a local noodle shop owner. He tells us that Wakasa has trouble with pirates, particularly a man named Samemaru. He also tells us that he believes Nagahide's relatives will be targeted, one of which resides at Suruga Castle. Our first step is to investigate the pirates, so we head to their hideout. After fighting our way through, we find out that the Shinbakufu member is paying the pirates to attack Nagahide and his relatives. Next, we head to the castle to speak to Nagahide's cousin. While we're talking to them, the castle's attacked and we have to fight off the attackers. We hear the same music we heard when Nagahide was being attacked, and we're told to visit a nearby temple where we find an old monk playing a biwa. The monk tells us that the music is composed by one of his students, Takeda Motoaki, and now we have a target. Yasuke and Naoe discuss how to take down Motoaki when they spot Samemaru, the leader of the pirates and a slave trader. Yasuke then runs off to fight Samemaru and leaves Naoe to fight Motoaki. Oh, it's fighting time, boy. Okay, he hurts. Don't get hit. Okay, he has a knife though. Okay, he uses knives. We can use our range against him. I don't like that Ronin just lurking ominously in the corner. Give me a bop. Oh, he's almost dead. He is dead. Oh my god. Where did that damage come from? Oh, bring it on, brother. Nice whiff. Nice whiff again. Okay, you got me on that one. I'm gonna slice you. Slice him up, baby. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gotcha. Now you're vulnerable. Give me a little slashy slash. Give me a dodge. Dodge me there. Dodge me there. Dodge me there. Oh, you're vulnerable again, brother. I'm just gonna let him poison to death. That'd be really funny. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Can he not poison to death? Is that the bit? Do I have to like deal the finishing blow with an actual hit? Okay, fine. Eat a ball to the face. Trophy and oath fulfilled. Complete Act 2 of the main story. Okay. Before we continue on with the assassination, we have to play some of Naoe and Yasuke's personal stories. Naoe's story involves her locating different hideouts belonging to the Japanese assassins around the country and learning about her mother's past as a member of the organization. It's honestly a fun little section with all the parkour you have to do to reach each hideout, but there isn't much to really talk about with it beyond just, Mom used to be an assassin. We also have to play Yasuke's side story out somewhat, which is the more interesting of the two. It starts with Yasuke following up on intel he learned from Samemaru about a man named Duarte de Melo, a Portuguese slave trader that originally owned Yasuke. The start of the side story involves Yasuke tracking down Duarte and killing him. After doing so, Yasuke finds a letter with a symbol on it referencing a group that Duarte was a part of known as the Templars. With the side stories progressed, we can once again work on the main story and we will again be meeting with Lady Nene. She informs us that Hideyoshi is preparing his troops to march against Mitsuhide and then we head to join him. Speaking to Hideyoshi, we declare that we want to join the battle against Mitsuhide and he agrees. However, our plan is just to use this as an opportunity to get near Mitsuhide. Then I randomly unlock a trophy somehow? Limitless, what's that for? Find a legendary piece of gear of each type. What? How the hell did I do that? I'm in a cutscene. Bro, why is there so many soldiers here? Guys, there's a dang old battle happening out front. Why are you guys here? Why is that guy just freaking out? That means just running in circles. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate timing, really, when you think about it. Wait, I can't assassinate this guy who's unaware that I'm here because the guys outside are aware that I'm here? Are you serious?
You just die. Deal with this.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm starting to wish I'd picked Yasuke. My prayers have been answered. Horse, come back. Horse, come back. I need you. Horse, please. Yasuke, get on the horse. Giddy up, Buttercup. Let's go. We got a man to find, and he's zooming away.
You never were true samurai.
Wait, are we fighting together? Or is that just cool for the cinematic and now? No, that was just cool for the cinematic. Now we just pieced out. She's gone. Bro, why are you trying to get style points? He's trying to stab me with his back to me. What's that doing for you? What? So ineffective. Why is that your go-to move? He keeps spamming it.
Your strength has left you.
Has it? Has my strength left me? Your strength has left you. He says, oh, now he's coming in. Oh,
All your father taught you.
it's a two-part fight. Or it is a two-person fight. They just like take turns. I'm gonna hit him with the razzle dazzle. Slice him up, slice him and dice him. Back me out, ball him. Call me Kobe the way I'm balling. Call me Bianca Belair the way I whip him. I'm gonna hit him with the cyclone to finish him off. Easy. With Mitsuhide defeated, he tells us that there's one more member of the Shinbakufu, the former shogun Ashikaga Yoshiaki. You may remember him as the old man we randomly met at the sumo match earlier. He also says that Yoshiaki has the box that was stolen. Mitsuhide requests that he be allowed to die an honorable death as a samurai by committing seppuku, but Yasuke tells him that samurai are loyal to their lords and that Mitsuhide does not deserve an honorable death. Now that there's one more Shinbakufu member left, our next step is pretty simple. Take out Yoshiaki. And there's no setup here. We're just told, hey, go get him, Tiger. But as we head to assassinate him, we find something interesting. Yoshiaki is sitting in the open waiting for us. He offers us the box and says he considers it the start of negotiations that would allow him to keep his life. He knows that without the other members of the Shinbakufu, he stands no chance against Naoe and Yasuke and has been defeated. Yoshiaki tells Naoe that he has info on another woman that wears a hidden blade, which is likely Naoe's mother, and he'll give her this information as long as Naoe promises to spare his life, which she agrees. Yoshiaki gives Naoe the info in the box, but as she goes to leave, Yasuke points out that he made no promises about sparing Yoshiaki's life. Yoshiaki tells Yasuke that he also has info for him. He knows Yasuke has been investigating the Templars and has information that will help, giving him info about how to further the investigation. With that, Yasuke also agrees to let Yoshiaki live. At this point, a trophy should have unlocked, but didn't. But it would unlock randomly a day or two later for some reason. Wait, what? I just started the game. Why did a trophy pop? Defeat all Shinbakufu. Yeah, I did that a while ago, brother. Wait, I literally just loaded the game up. Why did that unlock? I wasn't even ready to record yet. I had to start recording because the trophy unlocked. With the Shinbakufu defeated, our next step is to take out the Templars Yasuke was hunting. Our first stop is a man named Komura Kai who's been recruiting Ronin to fight under him. We fight through his Ronin army, eventually reaching him and entering a duel. We take him down and mark our next Templar name off the list. We also get his armor set for beating him, which, when equipped, unlocks a trophy for us. Ooh, better than a bucket. Equip legendary gear in all slots. Hell yeah. Our next step takes us to the province of Tamba, which is the last province we have to visit in the game. Ooh, trophy. What's that? What's that? Pathfinder. Visit every province on the map. In Tamba, we find the woman Yoshiaki told us about, the Silver Queen. She invites us for tea and tells us that she's being forced by the Templars to run the silver mines in the region. Suddenly, Yasuke falls ill, having been poisoned by the Silver Queen, and a man named Nuno Karo walks out from the next room. Nuno is another Templar and, along with Duarte de Mello, was one of the slavers who owned Yasuke. He tells the Silver Queen, who turns out to be Mitsuhide's daughter, to finish us off, but we wake up still very much alive. The Silver Queen tells us that the Templars are holding her brother captive to keep her loyal to them and asks that we rescue him. Yasuke agrees and we go off and rescue the little lad and bring him back to his sister. With the siblings reunited, the Silver Queen thanks us and tells us where we can find Nuno Karo. Yasuke heads to where Karo is located and confronts him. Karo doesn't know who Yasuke is, so Yasuke tells him. Years ago, Yasuke and his mother were both slaves on Karo's ship. While cleaning the captain's cabin, a gust of wind blew some papers off the desk. Yasuke's mother picked them up to put them back just as Duarte de Mello walks in and sees her holding them. He tells Karo, who assumes that Yasuke and his mother were spies sent to gather info about them. They force Yasuke to watch as they execute his mother. As they go to kill Yasuke, an assassin suddenly appears on the ship and starts fighting off the men. This is why Yasuke recognized the hidden blade and felt like he needed to learn more about it. Sadly, the assassin is eventually defeated and Yasuke jumps off the ship into the water to escape. This is how he came to be under the Portuguese priests at the start of the game. With the story told to us, Karo says that it was necessary to set an example of how he treats insubordination. We challenge Karo to a duel and he declines, so we fight through his men and chase him down, forcing him to fight us. Before killing Karo, Yasuke tells him that he is officially declaring war on the Templar Order. Karo tries to get a surprise attack off, but Yasuke slits his throat, officially ending his quest for vengeance. With that, Yasuke's story is over, but we have one more mission left for Naoe. We head to the spot Yoshiaki told us about and find an entrance to an assassin hideout, but we can't get it open. She meditates and remembers the full conversation she had with her father while drifting in and out of consciousness after the box was stolen and they were being raced to Tomiko's house to recover. She remembers her father telling her how her mother was an assassin who came to Iga and became a student of Sandayu alongside himself and another Igan man, Atori Hanzo. Eventually, Sandaya, Hanzo, and Nagato all joined the assassins as well. Naoe's mother entrusted the box to Nagato as she went off on a mission where she was supposedly killed. Every night he would play her favorite song, and one night he heard it being played back to him. He took this as a sign that she was still alive. Naoe decides to play the song now, which ends up being the secret to entering the hideout. In the hideout, we place the box on a pedestal when we suddenly hear the song being played back to us. In walks Hanzo, who also has a box and places it on another pedestal. Hanzo leads Naoe out of the hideout and explains everything that he knows to her. Both Nagato and Hanzo loved Naoe's mother, but she chose Nagato, which led Hanzo to leaving Iga and serving other lords. Eventually, Hanzo returned to Iga, hoping to win back her heart, but when he saw her with Nagato and Naoe, he became enraged, realizing that this is the life he always wanted. In his rage, he told Yoshiaki about the assassins and the locations of the boxes. He says he immediately regretted it, but it was too late. He says he was told that Naoe's mother was dead but never believed it and offers to help Naoe find her. Naoe says to go search for her and she will await his message. With that, Naoe's story is also finished and the credits roll. Full credits, I don't want to watch them. Fall of the Shinbakufu. Complete Act 3 of the main story, hell yeah. There's still one more story mission, however, but this one is simple. Back at the hideout, we have a nice little reunion with everyone. After a bit of chit-chat, the group finds a message from Hanzo who says that he has a lead on where to find Naoe's mother. We then get one final scene with Naoe, Yasuke, and Junjiro reminiscing about their journey and talking about the future. And with that, the story is now officially finished. Epilogue. Complete the epilogue. That's the story done, baby. Just gotta do the side quests and the collectibles now, I guess. We're getting close. We're getting close to done. Done with the main story, our next step in the platinum is the side quests. Our first side quest sees us meeting the daughter of a pirate, Oniyuri, who's been accused of poisoning the meals of a bunch of thugs. We do some investigating into the matter and unlock a trophy for doing so.
Oniyuri.
The Toxin Master. Meet Oniyuri. That's a cool rest of your story, Oniyuri, but I already got my trophy, so peace out, lady. I'll see you never. For our next side quest, we find a dead body with a stab wound that appears to be caused by a hidden blade. Investigating, we find a young shinobi man who asks us to finish a job he couldn't do and assassinate a nearby samurai. We do so, and the young man, whose name is Yagoro, tells us that when he was younger, a woman using a similar blade saved his life, so he made his own version of it and wanted to try and use it to help people. He asks if we'll help him train to become better so that he can help people, and we agree. The Eager Assassin. Meet Yagoro. Oh, and build your league. Recruit your first ally. Okay, I'll take it. Our final side quest of this type involves Yasuke meeting a young man named Ibuki. He's defending a village and we offer our help. We fight off the attackers and unlock a trophy. The Ronin. Meet Ibuki. We're meeting a lot of people, brother. We're meeting so many dudes that I'm probably never going to see again. Next, we have a side quest from Hong, the noodle chef. He's always been a noodle man and wants to try new food and asks us to find some from across Japan for him. So we go to various locations around the map getting local dishes and bringing them back to Hong. After getting all of them, a trophy pops.
A while since I've had such a feast.
Back for noodles.
Ooh, collector. Complete a collection. Hell yeah, I don't know what collection I just completed. I guess gathering the food. But yeah, trophy. Let's go. Our next side quest type involves a series of various side quests that have us assassinating members of different side groups, similar to the Twisted Tree from earlier in the story. There's not a trophy directly tied to these, but we do need to do them to unlock the ability to purchase certain skills. And with those abilities unlocked, we can earn 2 more trophies. Okay, that's Art of Kenjutsu, Master the Way of the Samurai. It's for unlocking every skill in Yasuke's Samurai tree. Now we can go do the same thing in Naoe's Shinobi tree. And that is Art of Ninjutsu, Master the Way of the Shinobi. Took a little bit to do all of those side quests, but we're almost done with side quests now, so that's good. And with that, we have just one side quest left, which was my favorite one. There's a man running a fighting tournament that's been taken over by a ruthless group that executes those that they defeat. He comes to us asking for help. And this side quest is really simple and fun. We just have to enter the tournament and defeat all 5 members of this group. After taking down the last member, we unlock a trophy. Test your might. Defeat the final enemy in the tournament. That was a really fun side quest. I liked that. With the side quest done, our next step is collectibles. In most Assassin's Creed games, this part's awful, but in Shadows, it's pretty easy. There's only 4 types of collectibles we need to do for the trophies. The first is completing a special activity called Kofuns. These are these underground areas that have little parkour paths to go through. After completing one of them, we unlock a trophy.
Time to go.
Ooh, Kofun Raider. Complete your first Kofun. Hell yeah. Our next collectible type are Kujikiri. These are specific types of activities for Naoe where she can meditate and enter a rhythm minigame. There's 22 of these in the game and we have to do them all for the trophy. Ooh, Zen Master, that was my last one. Complete all Kujikiri. Yasuke also has a collectible minigame like this, with his being called Kata. This is a minigame where you hit specific buttons while he practices with his sword. For some reason, unlike Naoe's Kujikiri, you only need to do one of these. Good form. Complete your first kata. Only have to do the one for that. I don't know why I have to do every single Kujikiri. Or I think that's how you say it, Kujikiri. I don't know why I have to do all of those, but only one kata. But there you go. One kata down, 0 to go. And the final collectible type are the 5 legendary Sumie. These are paintings of animals that you can find around the world. There's numerous types of animals you can make Sumie of, but the 5 legendary ones that are required for the trophy are much rarer, only spawning during specific seasons and specific times of day in one location each. After going around and getting all 5 of them, we unlock the trophy.
Perfect.
A rare occurrence, there we go. Complete all legendary Sumie. I don't know if that's how you say that word or not. I'm gonna say it is. If it's not, oh well. Sumie. All of the legendary ones done. And with the collectibles done, the only trophies we'd have left are the miscellaneous trophies. The first group of these are related to the hideout upgrades and unlockables. We'll hang the deer up. Chase the morning. Add Sumie to the hideout. There we go. Ooh, everybody benefits. Adopt a pet. Aww. I'm gonna name him Reginald. Against wood and stone. Fully upgrade a building in the hideout. Okay, okay. We making big money moves, dude. Suit yourself. That's a terrible pun. Fully upgrade your rations. Okay, okay. Terrible pun. Terrible. Absolutely atrocious pun. Front of the pack. Fully train an ally. Make it personal. Engrave your first weapon. Probably should have done that earlier in the game to be stronger, but you know, better late than never. And the rest of the miscellaneous trophies are for doing specific things in the world. Some of these I unlocked just by playing, and some of them I had to specifically look at the trophy list to figure out. Hook, line, and swinger. There we go. Easy clap, baby. Easy trophy. I didn't open it up. That's just for like swinging between 2 grapple points like I did. I unlocked the trophy without recording because I didn't expect something to unlock. Acrobatics. Perform a leap of faith from a grappling hook swing. Hold on. Let me save recent gameplay and then we'll look at that happen. So here you go. This is me doing it accidentally. I just wanted to get down from swinging after the last trophy. That's apparently a trophy. I don't know why, but that's apparently a trophy right there. Sometimes. What? What's that for? Perform a landing roll. Oh, okay. Sure. I don't know what a landing roll is, but I performed one apparently. Giant Slayer. Assassinate a powerful guardian in one go. Okay. I don't know what a powerful guardian is, but I've assassinated him in one go. It was that guy. Look how powerful he is. Wait, what? I can assassinate him through the door? Oh, dude, that's so sick. I didn't know I could do that. Master Shinobi. Assassinate an enemy through a shoji door. Dude, that's so sick. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, let's see what we have next. Fully upgrade your tools and ammunition. Okay. Should be a pretty simple one. We already have that most of the way done. And it should unlock here. Yep, in case of trouble, fully upgrade your tools and ammunitions. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, let's see. Escape conflict by using a breathing reed to hide in shallow water. This is shallow water. How does this work? Do I just like lay down? Okay, yeah, that's the breathing reed. Okay, so I guess we just get in conflict and then do that to hide. Hey guys, look, it's me, Nawe. Get me. I refuse.
I prefer not to.
Okay, I guess I'll kill one of you so you care about me. Why can't you guys just care about me? Okay, hide in here. Give me my little breathing reed. I'm snorkeling. Trophy. Reading is fundamental. Okay, distract the same enemy 3 times with shinobi bells. Okay, let's find some enemies. There's a dude. Can I distract him from all the way up here? Yeah. Okay, that's one. Come here, little guys. Get your candy. How was that not 3? What?
Something happening?
There you go. Get the candy. Come on, buddy. Ooh, how pretty. Look how pretty it is. Ooh, so pretty. Uh-oh, what's that noise? Uh-oh, you should look into that. That could be something bad. Okay, the other guy. So we're 1-to-1. Each one's taking 1. Theoretically, it's impossible for between the 2 of them to take 8 of these bells without at least one of them hitting 3. That's not mathematically possible, so we should be good as long as it doesn't bug out again. Oh, there's a 3rd guy that's entered the fray, ready to ruin my life. They've now all taken 2. They've done this as complicated as possible, but theoretically, with 1 left, it is impossible for one of them not to grab it and be the 3rd person, or be the 3rd one. I'm just gonna throw it in the middle of all of you. Whoever gets it, gets it. Yeah, that's a nice bell. It's very pretty. That's not the trophy. I'll throw another one. I somehow got another bell back, so I'll throw another one. We'll see what happens. They didn't care about the bell. I don't understand this trophy. Let me find a dude that is completely by himself. Okay, here's a dude completely by himself. He has no friends, much like me. One more. Come on, get the bell. Where are you going? Yeah, get the bell. Get the bell. Pick it up. There we go. It took 4 for some reason. Just your shadow. Distract the same enemy 4 times, not 3, with shinobi bells. Parry an incoming projectile. Master Samurai, that's got to be a Yasuke thing. Hello, Mr. Archery Man. Shoot your arrows at me. There we go. Master Samurai. Thank you. Prepare to die. And we out of here, baby. The stealthiest escape ever. Okay, use Samurai Stand before performing a finisher on an enemy. I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. Enter a frenzy, turning all your attacks into posture attacks for 10 seconds. Interesting. Okay, assign that. So I should just activate that and then kill someone? Okay. You're someone. Well, that didn't really work. That also didn't work. There we go. Unstoppable. Kick an enemy from a high place. I knew it. I knew that was a trophy. I called that like way back. Way back like when I first saw the kick at the start of the game. And Editor Igni in the future, play the replay of the clip. If there's not a trophy for killing someone by like kicking them off of like a cliff like that, this is a wasted opportunity. Hey, could you guys follow me? This is like a nice cliff edge. Could one of you come up here? One of you fine gentlemen? Goodbye.
This is Sparta!
This is Japan, actually. Hell yeah. I don't want you to feel lonely. Do you want to come up here too? Come on, man. I don't want you to feel lonely. Come on. There you go. You can have a kick too. Bye-bye. Okay. Perform a finisher on an enemy that is both poisoned and dazed. Brother, what? That sounds so unnecessarily difficult for no reason. Okay, he's poisoned. Come on, that's it, right? How was that not it? How was that not it? He was poisoned. He was... what? The poison wore off. The poison wore off literally half a second before he died. Look at this. It wore off like half a second. Are you kidding me? Okay, he's poisoned. There we go. Over-designed 3. Ooh, that was very annoying. That was a very annoying trophy. Sheath your weapon immediately after an enemy dies from bleed. There we go. Final hearing. I don't know if I described that as immediately, but, you know, it counted. We'll take it. Okay, what's next? Shoot an enemy in the knee with an arrow. You an enemy? You look like an enemy. Hey, nice knee. It'd be a shame if an arrow got shot into it. That's awkward. There we go. Adventurer. First try. Didn't miss any arrows at all. Complete a contract in each province. Okay. Would you kindly perform a leap of faith as Yasuke? Okay, Yasuke, let's see what you got, brother.
If death comes for me here, I am ready.
Was that not a leap of faith? Does it have to be into a haystack specifically? It doesn't say that, but maybe it has to be specifically a haystack. Okay, that's a haystack. This is Yasuke. Take 2. There we go. Leap of fail.
Harder than it looks.
It's pretty hard, Yasuke. Oh my god, the haystack's obliterated. What the hell? Look for treasure behind the waterfall in the hideout. Okay. Made you look. What is this? A shrine? Yes, a shrine. We'll do a little praying. Okay, last trophy. Reach the highest point of the map. Maybe we can have a little climb. We'll have a nice little peaceful climb to end the game. And I guess we can like give my thoughts on the game while I climb up here. was really good. It was really good. Like, I'm not a big fan of the newer Assassin's Creed games. I haven't really liked one since probably Black Flag, I guess. But honestly, I've enjoyed this a lot. This is a very good game. It kind of, I'm gonna be honest, playing this kind of makes me want to go back and platinum all the other Assassin's Creed games, see if the old ones kind of still hold up as well as they do in my mind, and also give the newer ones a second chance to see if, you know, maybe I was too harsh on them. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. This has been a really fun game. I had my doubts going into it, but I've absolutely loved it. Anyway, I guess this is about to be the platinum.
Now I've seen the top of
Happy place. And then show me my platinum. Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's what you named the platinum? Really? That's like the laziest platinum name ever. That slightly beats out just naming it Platinum Trophy. That's second place in laziest platinum name to just naming it Platinum Trophy. But there we go. That's the platinum. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys back for the next video.